On Thursday, May 26, 1887, Priscilla Field and her son Charles, age 29, left their rural farm near Dalton, Minnesota, and headed on a horse and wagon toward Fergus Falls to run errands. Left at the farm that day was Nels Olson Holag, 31, the hired hand, and two of Priscilla's children, Lily, 15, and her younger brother William Clark, who was 6. Alfonso Field, Priscilla's husband and father to their 5 children, had hired Holag the fall prior to help with farm chores. Alfonso Field, a Civil War veteran, committed suicide just 8 months earlier. What happened to Lily on this tragic day echoed across our local history for many generations. On a break from chores, Holag went to ask Lily to make him a cup of coffee. Having a lot more to do around the house, Lily told him no, and that he could make his own coffee. He then asked Lily for a picture of herself. When again she refused, Holag sent Clark to the neighbors to return a scoop shovel and play, leaving him alone with Lily. From there, only Holag would ever know what happened on this dreaded day. Clark returned home and, unable to find his sister or Holag, fell asleep on the couch. When Priscilla and Charles arrived home around 11 p.m., they found Clark on the couch. Checking Lily's bed, they found she was gone. Though they worried about her, it was common for Lily to stay overnight at the neighbors, so Priscilla and Charles went to bed. It wasn't until the next morning, while Charles was checking the livestock, he noticed the cattle had not been attended to by Holag the day before. In passing through the pig pen, he found Lily's naked and dead body laying in the mud. According to the coroner's report, her throat was slit with a knife, in such a manner that as the knife had penetrated her neck, it had been twisted about. All the principal veins and arteries had been severed. There was a cut down her torso that gaped open 4 to 5 inches, exposing her internal organs. The hogs had already started to eat a portion of her remains. Although Lily's mutilated body was almost beyond recognition, the coroner noted that she was of light complexion and had brown hair and was good-looking. On November 21, 1887, nearly 6 months after Lily's death, the trial for her murder began. By the second day of court, all 12 jurors, despite the defending attorney's attempt to plead insanity, voted Holag guilty of first-degree murder. The prosecuting attorney argued that Lily's death was not due to insanity or in self-defense, as Holag had testified, but instead sexually motivated. 3 days later, Holag was sentenced to jail for 90 days. Before being executed, hung by the neck until you were dead, the judge ruled. Sheriff Brandenburg used $500 to build a scaffold, purchase a good rope, and most importantly, construct a fence around the area to keep curious onlookers at bay. After Holag's attorney managed to delay the execution by a few days, the date was set for Friday, April 13, 1888. 11.5 minutes later, the murderer's pulse ceased. He was declared dead at 12 minutes. Holag's hanging made history as the first murder to be punished by execution in Otter Tail County. This story is still intertwined in Fergus history. Kids still go out to the farm to hear the pigs squeal and see if Lily will show herself. So the real question, have you visited the pig farm?